My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection Royal Rumble Series Titus O'Neil. And so here we have Titus O'Neil posed and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories really fast. Titus O'Neil does come with 2 pairs of hands. We do get a pair of grip hands. Then we get a pair of flat palmed hands. Titus also does come with his Rumble, Stumble, or Slide shirt, which looks nice on the figure. It's a little bit small on him. And then finally we do get a whistle that does go around his neck. Other than that, with Titus O'Neil doesn't come with anything else. I would have liked to see a pair of fists with Titus, but he still looks good as he is. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually take a closer look at Titus O'Neil. And so here we have a closer look at Titus O'Neil, and this is a figure that's been a long time coming. So taking a look at the figure, really glad that we finally got an Elite Titus, and I am glad we got it now rather than earlier. There were prototypes of an Elite Titus. We just never got them for some reason. They kept getting cancelled or delayed, and I'm really happy that that did happen, because now we have the real effects here on this Titus, and it looks really good. I'm not gonna lie, I really love this face sculpt. It looks just like Titus O'Neil, and that's a really good thing. This is a really nice figure and a really good representation of the character. This looks so much like Titus O'Neil, it's not even funny. It is eerie. I do like it. I'm not a fan of the seam line going on his head, and you can see there is some paint smudging on mine, unfortunately. But overall, it's a really good likeness. This is one of the better likenesses that Mattel has given us. And like I said, the sculpts have always been there, but with the new real effects, we're starting to see better and better sculpts, and I really do like that. So, having a look at Titus, there really isn't much to say about him. He's just basically a big guy, and they captured that really nicely. I do like the fact that they used a really big torso for Titus. He's a really ripped, in-shape guy, and you can see they did add his tattoo right here, which is really nice. I do like that. Doesn't have anything here, and unfortunately Titus doesn't have any wrist tape. I've said it in the past, I'm not a fan of when wrestlers don't have anything on their arm to break up all the skin. I know some wrestlers do it, but I would like to see some wrist tape, and that's just my personal preference, but not saying it's a bad thing. Titus here looks really nice, and I do like it. On the front, we do have Titus's signature taunt, I would say, and then we have the world for Titus Worldwide. Really do like the colors here. I do like the yellows and blues, and you can see the negative and positive space right here. It kind of also looks like he has the Black Panther necklace going on his tights here, which is a really nice little nod if that is what it is. On the back it is Titus, and then we have the world, which is supposed to be Titus Worldwide, which it's so sad that they don't do anything with Titus. I think he's a really good character and a really good wrestler, especially for a man of his size. So we do have the really shredded legs right here. You can see he is nice. He's bulky as he should be. He has some knee pads here, and what I've noticed is that the knee pads, they're not actually black. They're like a really, really dark blue. And I don't know if that's coming off on camera, but I do like that they are dark blue and not just black. His boots are black, and you can actually see the contrast here. His boots are black, his D-pads aren't. They're like a lighter shade, and having them both in view, you can see that they are 2 different colors. Really do like the logo right here. I believe that's supposed to be an Omega symbol on his shoes, but I don't know. It might be, it might not be, I don't know, but it still looks really good. It's clean for the most part, and that's something I really do like, is when Mattel makes clean paint apps. So yeah, overall Titus here is a really nice figure. Now he's really basic in terms of design, but a lot of wrestlers are. You don't get flashy gear with bigger guys, and that's just the way it is. But Titus here is still a very impressive figure in terms of detail, especially here in the face. This is one of the better likenesses. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Titus compared to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Titus O'Neil posed next to an Ultimate Edition's Brock Lesnar and a basic Jeff Hardy. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually have a look at Titus O'Neil's articulation, and he does have the standard elite articulation. He does have a ball joint in the head, which he can look up really well. I do like that. He can't really look down all that much, but that's neutral and that's down, so there's really very little head movement going down, but going back, ooh, that's a lot of movement. So he can go ahead and slide into the ring or under the ring, whichever one you prefer. Does get some really nice head tilt, and of course does turn left and right. That looks really good. Really like the mobility. Arms go out to the side to about right there. Do a full 360, not at all hindered by anything. We do have a bicep swivel. Then we have a single bend at the elbow, giving us 90 degrees, so that is pretty good. Then we have a swivel and hinge here at the wrist. No problems there. He also does have an ab crunch, which goes back and forward. Waist swivel works fine. Legs do move forward to about right there. They go back out to the side, no problem. Swivel at the thigh. Double bend at the knee. A little bit hindered by the knee pad, but it does get out of the way. So really do like that. We do have rotation here at the boot. Hinge in the ankle. Ooh, that's a stiff. Yeah, that ankle is pretty stiff. Let's see. Yeah, that ankle does go back and forward. And then we do have rocker ankle. I don't know why this ankle is so stiff. I'll get that moving. But one thing I do want to point out is that on all his joints, they have this really nice resistance to them. They're not too tight with the exception of that ankle, but they're not too loose either. It's almost as if this Titus has the perfect balance of friction holding the joints together, and I really do like that. None of them feel like they're gonna snap on me, except that ankle. I do gotta work on that, but overall really impressed with this figure's articulation and really like the mobility on it. Nothing feels too tight or too loose, which is a good thing. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a little break and then get Titus posed for my final thoughts, where we can wrap up this review. And so here we do have Titus O'Neil posed for my final thoughts, and overall I think Mattel has done a really good job with this figure. It is a bit of a shame that this is our first elite Titus O'Neil figure. I do know in the past they did try to release a Titus O'Neil with the NXT TakeOver line, and I think he was supposed to be scheduled for an actual inline release, but for some reason or another he just never got put in an elite figure form, which is disappointing because Titus here is a really solid character and a really good ambassador for WWE. So it really does surprise me that he finally gets an elite figure this late into his career, but it's better late than never. And I think it is a better thing that we got his figure so late, because we do get the Real Effects face printing technology, which makes this figure look absolutely splendid. I love the face on this figure, and the fact that he does come with interchangeable hands makes it even better. So again, even though it is a little bit of a shame that we picked this Titus up so late in his career, it is so much better that we do have one now, because the interchangeable hands, the face printing technology, it makes everything so much better about this figure, and I think they did a really solid job with Titus O'Neil here. Now, unfortunately, Titus O'Neil is part of the Royal Rumble Elite Series, which means he was a Target exclusive, which unfortunately I never found any of the Royal Rumble figures here at my location. There were rumors that they did hit stores, but never found one. But thankfully sites like Ringside Collectibles and Amazon did have the entire wave up for pre-order, and when I saw that, I did pre-order the entire case, and I finally do have all 4 figures. But I never had a Titus O'Neil Elite figure until now, and I am really happy with what we have here. Titus O'Neil is going to run you about $19.99, which is standard for your Elite figures, and if you haven't already done so, pick this guy up. You won't be disappointed. You're gonna really like this figure, especially if you're a fan of Titus O'Neil or just want a really solid figure in your collection. With that being said, guys, I'm King of Dragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other WWE videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you'd like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.